Week 5 of the Pokedex challenge coming in hot. Last time we started this prismatic evolution pack, so we're going to finish that off real quick, add a few Pokemon, and you can see there's also quite a few trainers in this one as well, so those go into the donation pile, and the Pokemon are mostly going into the Pokedex challenge because there weren't any duplicates. To finish off the week, started a white flare pack, and we got 1, 2, 3 from that pack going in, so you'll have to check back next week if you want to see the end of that white flare pack. Finish that off for the next week's challenge, as only seven a week, one a day. So see them going into the binder here. Again, not a lot of value in terms of like money, but it's not really the point of this. The point is to catch them all, like Ash. So I just know that a lot of people like to see the value of cards and what they're worth, especially when they get into the bigger bucks. So figure we can keep a tally. The price isn't that important though. Just a data point, I guess. So at the end of this week, we're looking at 35 Pokemon in the Pokedex, which is pretty cool. You know, it's a little over a month now that this has been going on, and it's been really fun. There's a lot of Pokemon I've never heard of before, so learning a lot. And almost 3 full pages. That's the start, page 2, and page 3. So that's pretty cool. Then they go on the wall. The Wall of Fame, as it were. The Pokedex wall. My Pokeballs are still needing work. Hopefully by the end of this, after I draw 1,025 of them, we will be looking a lot better. But so far not so hopeful. They're looking pretty rough. That's where we're at. And then real quick, just want to show I've got that portfolio on Collector where I'm adding all of the donating cards, the trainers, the duplicates, the extra Pokemon after one's caught, any cards that come up of that Pokemon go in here. So far, again, not a lot, and the value is not really high. This one, I'm a little more interested in the value just because, you know, it's getting donated, so it's cool to see how much is being passed on. A nice way to keep track. And then I'm adding 2 here from last week that I forgot to add. So that's why you're seeing the Terra Orb and Jasmine's Gaze. That's from week 4. You can check out that video if you want. It's pretty much the same thing here, just different Pokemon. And that's it. That's where the wall sits, and that's where we are at the end of week 5. So you can check back next week for week 6. And as always, there is the playlist where I learn every new Pokemon that I catch, one a day, and I got a lot of information there. So feel free to check that out. We'll see you guys next time.